Hello, friends. How are you doing? Here I am. This is my avatar. I think I look the same. I think I did a really good job creating this. Let me know what you think down below. Good morning, friends. How are you doing? So, look at me making a pre recorded video. Oh my goodness. Who is she? I don't know. Anyways, okay. So, I'm going to share this TikTok from this gentleman. His TikTok is called Chocolate Academy. Chancla Academy. He's from the West Side, San Antonio. He's a local TikToker. He makes things about San Antonio. Funny videos. He doesn't offend. There's a thin line between making fun of us and keeping it classy and making jokes like I do. Like I can make fun of us and keep it classy. There are some people that make fun of us and hurt our feelings. Okay, I enjoy the way his content, the way he can make fun of us Mexicans, and it's not hurtful. But there's another group of TikTokers that I don't watch anymore, who kind of mock us and make fun of us like everybody else in a ugly, disrespectful way. There is a way to make funny videos, like I make funny videos about being Mexican and stuff like that, being in relationships like that in a funny way. And then there's one where it's belittling us. Okay. I don't know if some of y'all can tell the difference. I can tell the difference. And I enjoy his content because he's very thoughtful with his content. And me too. I try to be funny, but I don't want to offend anybody, especially my people. Come on. Hello. So anyways, so he shared this video, which was very interesting. It's about the neighborhood I grew up in. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch this, and I'm gonna go ahead with my speech. Okay.
Now, I typically don't go poking around on Facebook because, well, it's Facebook. But then I saw a headline article that really caught my eye. It's a MySA article written by Sarah Martinez talking about San Antonio's disdain for Marbach. While I'm not going to go into too much details about her article, I think you should go read it yourself. But she does make some valid points on how we all like to, dog on each other about what part of town we come from. But what if I were to tell you that nobody actually hates Marbach at all? For someone like myself who grew up on the west side of San Antonio pretty much all of my life, saying that you were from here was like the worst thing that you could ever say. I'm making the assumption that somebody was from the west side, depending on how they act or spoke, was one of the biggest insults ever. And the exact same thing goes for Marbach. It has become an insult. And there's a perfect example of that in her article. This gentleman emails her and tells her, "It doesn't surprise me that you came up in the Marbach area, one of the crappiest parts of our city. Not only have I heard, but I have read things online about the west side of San Antonio. And trust me, I go up in arms. I feel insulted. I want to defend my part of town and my people that live there. And we have no one else but ourselves to blame for making this a trend. I can't tell you how many people that I personally know who have never been to Marbach or who come from Marbach and have never experienced it, but they just like to talk shit about Marbach because it's just fucking fun to do. And not to mention the fact that we do have people in San Antonio who are very dramatic. Ay, mijo, you saw there was a shooting over there on the east side or the west side or over there by Marbach? I know. And then they plant that seed in whoever is around them to think that those areas are bad based on their exaggerated opinion of the situation. And unfortunately, Marbach just happens to be the latest to get caught up in this insult trend. Now, by all means, I'm not innocent at all. I have definitely had my share of poking fun at Marbach. Especially now because people claim that it is the far west side. And for us Westsiders, there's no such thing, even though geographically that might be correct. But before I let you go, I recently stitched a video about a girl talking about how there's always shootings on the east side. And I followed up with, oh, I would never want to live on the east side. The west side's better. And then gunshots going off in the background and I'm just ignoring them. And the point of that video was to say that no matter where you live, there's always going to be crime. Because at the end of the day, nobody actually hates either parts of these towns. The one thing that we can all agree on that we actually hate, that is the number one answer as to why we hate these places so much, is because of the crime. Crime that is unfortunately everywhere in this city. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
All right, so there it is. All right, so how for people that are not from San Antonio, how would I describe Marbach? Okay, I really don't know I really don't know of a street that nobody wants to be from, but I can compare it to the opposite of, you know how everybody, like Crenshaw was the street to be in California, like everybody wants to be there, or like Times Square is where everybody wants to be from. So it would be the opposite of that. Okay, opposite of the most popular place you've ever been. Apparently, there's a lot of, they call it Murdoch or Murdoch murder block or something like that. instead of Marbach. I think I'm the only person that claims as proud of being from this neighborhood because I don't think about it's where you're from that makes you the person that you are. It doesn't matter what you're surrounded by. Do you know how many friends, acquaintances that died in a very young age? Because of drive-bys. My grandma was shot in a drive-by. Um, I that's been surrounding me my whole entire life. Did I let it define me? No, I didn't. It doesn't matter where you're from. You can be the best person you can be. It doesn't give you excuse or license to be a shitty person because it's the people. It's the people that make unwise decisions that overshadow the good people that live here. I live on the most quietest street ever. I love my neighbors. My neighbor across the street, love her. My whole street, as a matter of fact, is very nice people who don't even cause any trouble here. It isn't. Another street, like a block over, it's a whole nother story. It's a war zone over there. Like all kinds of stuff is going over there. But on my street in particular, oh my gosh, I have the best neighbors. My neighbors right next door to me they're black. It's black loving family, husband, wife, and they are the most quietest people. Whenever I get their mail, I go take it over there. I'm not afraid to go over there. I can walk to any of my neighbors' houses, and because my mailman be wilding out and be giving us the wrong. I don't know what the hell. He always gives us the wrong mail, so I'm always over there giving their mail to them. So I don't feel afraid going over there or anything like that. My neighbors can feel comfortable anytime they have to come over here. They can come over here. I'm not gonna be like, "What do you want? Oh my gosh, get off my property." I'm not like that. So it doesn't matter. Like, there's a lot of good people that live in this area, a lot of decent human beings with good heads on their shoulders. So, no, and I don't get offended when I hear people making fun of it because it's like a running joke. I can laugh at it because I know I'm not, when somebody says something, people get all butthurt about it and you're not even talking about them. Guilty conscience, guilty conscience. If the shoe fits, lace that motherfucker up. Okay, that's your guilty conscience. I'm not talking specifically about you. Like when all these people got offended, thought I was talking about them. People I've never even met before. Guilty conscience. That's you. That's on you. That's not on me. I was talking about people I know specifically in real life that I've met face to face. I'm not talking about these strangers on the internet. I don't know you guys to even place judgment on you. But it's just one of those things. If you're that person that if you feel that you fit the mold of what people are talking about, you get offended and when people aren't even talking about you. So that was a whole lot of that going on this year, along with the shit starter telling people that I was talking about them and it wasn't. Okay. So that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. Okay. But anyways, so yeah, I can sit here, I can laugh at the jokes because they're not specifically talking about me. I know I get up and I have a 9 to 5 every single day. I know I stay out of trouble. I mind my own business. So I know they're not talking about me. Troubled, yes, I was, but not anymore. Okay. I can still laugh at it because it's just a joke. People get so offended so easily. Like they're just jokes. So I don't get offended. So I don't mind the jokes at all. And like I said, being from a troubled place doesn't give you license to be a dumbass and make wrong decisions and cause destruction in your neighborhood. No, that doesn't give you license to do anything. You could still make your own decisions, create your own path, and do the right thing. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. Okay. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Sorry. Y'all have a good day. Goodbye.